This is King Lady with WFOP. I'm standing here with Andy Mineo. Yeah, we about the same height. Well, he's taller than me.
I got an too. Hi.
And he's looking super fly with the, look at that, check it out.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even, you know what I'm saying? I had to interview him just because how he dressed, you know what I'm saying? But we are so honored to meet you. And I just wanted to ask you, you know, what do you got coming out? I mean, you just came out with something.
Yeah.
But do you have something coming out? Because I have a feeling you got a big flow that's coming out there and it just won't stop.
Yeah, so for me, my mind's always churning. And the thing with, you know, I just released Heroes for Sale, that album, in April. But the thing that most people don't know is that music had been getting worked on for the past year, 2 years.
Okay.
And it has to be finished months before it's actually released to the public. So it feels like a long time for me to have gone without creating music. So I've been itching. So the label, they fronted some money for me to spend 10 days in a recording studio, 5 days in New York, 5 days in Atlanta, get up with some of my favorite producers, and we came up with 22 new tracks. So the problem is we have too much music right now. So lots of new stuff coming, lots of crazy, fresh ideas. I mean, I'm excited to share them with the world because I feel like they're things that no one's ever heard before, and I'm excited about that. So yeah, new stuff's in the works. I can't give you official names and all that stuff yet because it hasn't officially been released.
We're going to get it
but
when it come out.
yes, yeah, it's on the way. So just know I'm working.
Okay, if I was to say that revival is needed in the gospel industry, how do you feel about that?
I feel revival's needed everywhere. So gospel industry, sure, yeah. Throw that in the lump, you know what I mean? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by it, but I know revival is needed. That just means we need more of Jesus, and that's universal. So
what do you feel about the gospel industry, where it's going, maybe like in the next 5 years?
Sure. Well, I don't know. To be honest with you, it's hard for me to to see myself as exclusively a gospel artist, right?
Okay.
I feel like a hip hop artist that is recognized by the gospel community because my content shares Jesus, right? Mm-hmm. And so I feel like as an artist who's a hip-hop artist and recognized by the gospel community, I feel really led to not just reach the Christian community, but also to be making music that shares my worldview and my faith with people who don't listen to Christian music, you know? So that's kind of my mission right now, and that's where I hope to head, is to make music that all people can enjoy and still be able to communicate the truths about the gospel without it just being exclusive to the gospel community. That makes some sense? So.
And I heard an interview that you did, and you mentioned something about you kind of got saved by listening to Lecrae and them boys. So it's like, is that who you're kind of going after, people that was like yourself?
Yeah, I mean, those are hip hop fans. You know, I was highly influenced by Cross Movement, right? And so that as a hip hop fan, I felt like I didn't have anything to listen to that wasn't gonna pollute my mind in a sense, right? And so finding just people who are authentically hip hop and authentically loved God was a huge encouragement. You could say there are people out there in the world who love hip hop and love God and found a way to merge those things. So we hope to be that to other people, you know what I'm saying, to show that there is a way to live a life, I love hip hop and love the culture, but still be set apart for Jesus. So, that's what we're trying to do.
Well, I just thank God for you, and I thank God for your music. And what would you say to the college age that's trying to live right and struggling? Because we have a lot of people struggling with sexual sin, and they call the station all the time. What would you say to them?
Sure. Yeah, man. I think that not only just sexual sin, but sin in general is something that we shouldn't be dealing with on our own. And so oftentimes we'll try to not confess or hide our sin in order to make ourselves look better, but we look better at the expense of actually getting worse. So confession, as they call in hotlines and stuff like that, that's good, but confessing to your local churches and the leadership there and working your sin issues out with a local church and people who love you and care about you, that's where I feel like real gospel formation is going to happen, not just the sporadic every once in a while I'm going to do the spiritual thing, but actually getting plugged in with people who want to walk with you and have a spiritual life, not just spiritual moments. You see what I'm saying? So, but those struggling men, I get it. I understand. It's hard. But seeing Jesus more clearly, pursuing him, knowing him, and enjoying him is really helpful in that. You know what I mean? So.
Well, we are very honored here at the Double Words with Andy Mineo, and you guys stay tuned to what he's got coming out. Are you any preaching in the future? Any pastoring?
Well, I preach periodically back home at my church, Christ Crucified Fellowship. Shout out to them in Washington Heights. I preach periodically there, but with my travel schedule as hectic as it is, I'm only there periodically. So yeah, maybe as music slows down, that might be something that we transition into. But
Never know.
Yeah, we never know. I'm just following wherever God's leading me. So.
Well, God bless you. We love you so much at The Force, and you guys stay tuned to the hottest gospel station.
Thanks.